that are doing some of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. And only a few months, maybe a year or two ago, they never believed that they could paint anything. And you can do anything that you want to do. And it excites me so much. I get excited just talking about it, the fact that people are able to accomplish this, because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. There. That'll give us some big trees. We need a forest there, so we'll just lay this brush down. Now then, I'll take some white, some dark sienna, maybe the least little touch of bright red. Just enough to stain it a little bit. Notice all the different colors happening in there. Cut across our little roll of paint as usual. Now then, let's just put in some highlights. Just barely let them out. If you've painted mountains with me before, all you're doing here is laying snow on the mountain. It's the same exact stroke, same touch. You just barely caress the canvas. Just barely touch it. Barely touch it. Okay, now then, maybe here's one. Just let it flow right down the tree. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Like so. Like so. Isn't that a super way of making a very effective little tree? A little bit back here. Don't want as much back here. I want him to remain sort of hidden. You can see him, you know he's there, but he's a little farther back. Let's go on the other side. These trees over here. Now, to me, the light source is right here in the center. So light would come in both directions through there. So we can go over here, and we can highlight this side of the tree. There we are. Something like so. So a knife works just as well one side as it does the other. There. Okay, a little bit back in here. Doop, doop, doop. Now then, sometimes it's fun to take a tiny little bit of blue and white and just here and there, add a little touch of blue on the far side of the tree to indicate reflected light. That's nice sometimes. There. Let's go on the other side. Do the same thing, just here and there. I'm not going to put a whole bunch in, just enough that you know it's there. And it's fun to go back with your dark brown, and you can just tap, and you can bring it all together. You can make some of the most beautiful tree trunks this way, just tapping. That dark will allow you to blend these colors all together, and they look real. They look like you could touch them. Let's go on the other side and do a couple. Then we'll get serious here. We have to decide what we're going to do with this painting pretty soon. All right, take a large brush, and down here around the bottom of the trees, put a little bit of grass. That'll sort of just blend it all together. A little over here, and wherever. Shoot, we got a forest there. Okay, we'll take a liner brush. We'll use a little bit of Van Dyke brown or black or whatever. We don't care. Just Van Dyke brown. Make it thin, like ink again. Maybe so it'll show up. I'll add a least little touch of white to it, just so it'll show up. Let's see now. Maybe there's some, let's make us, yeah, that shows up all right. There's a nice little tree limb right out through there. Put another one over in here. And as many or as few as you want. Back here in this little tree, it needs some little limbs that stick out. He's got to have an arm too. He needs an arm. There. All right. Maybe one of these days we can have 1 hour shows and I can show you even more things. I get a lot of people writing and saying, is there any way you could keep the show on longer? I wish there was. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. In the meantime, we do create a whole line of instructional videos which are different than the television shows. And they do a lot more teaching. So maybe that will help. Some of them are as much as 3 hours long. There, a little more of the paint thinner. And let's go over here and we'll do the same thing. Like so. There. You know, I have to share with you something that I'm extremely, extremely excited about. We have just finished writing our first hardcover book, which will, gosh, I think it'll be out by the time this comes out. I think it'll be out, and the book will be in all the bookstores, and I'm just thrilled to death over this, because it's some things that I've wanted to do and I've never had the opportunity before. I think you'll enjoy that. All right, now then, let's just use a 1-inch brush. We'll take at least a little bit of the liquid white, go into some yellow, a little bit of sap green, a little yellow ochre too. What the heck? I want to just put the indication of a few little leaves up here. I don't want to lose this background. So I just want to put some nice little leafy things that are living here and there on these trees. Just here and there. Like that. Don't let them get too bright on you. Just a few. Just a few. There we go. On the other side, let's drop in a couple over here. There. Okay, couple in there. All right. I think maybe today we'll have some fun. Let's get brave. Let's get brave. We got a minute or two left here, so I'll show you something else we can do. Tell you what, let me find, okay, we'll use this. This is a filbert brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the bright red. Maybe in our world, let's get brave. Come right down here. Maybe we'll take and just do that. Something like so. Like that. And then we'll go right over here, get a little bit of, this is just yellow ochre. And we'll do something like so. Okay, now then, we'll just have some fun. What the heck, maybe? There. Like that. I'm just wiping the brush in between. We use a dark color over here. Like that. And I'm going to get the liner brush, a little bit of paint thinner. We'll go into black. Have you figured out what that is yet? We'll just go into a little bit of black, come right up here. Look at there. Maybe we have a lady there, has nice long hair. So you can put little indications of people in there. That easy. Here's one over here. We better give her a head. She's probably going to get upset if she doesn't have one. You know how it is. There we are. This one's got a little bit bushier hair. It's not as long. Okay. A few little accents here and there, whatever. And maybe we have now 2 ladies who are walking along here, looking at this beautiful scene. Put a little hat on that one. What the heck? There. But that'll give you an idea of a very simple way of putting a couple of people in your painting. Hope you enjoy that, and we'll try it. I think we'll sign this one. Use a little bright red, a little paint thinner, liner brush, and we'll sign it. And when you sign your painting, you just remember that 100 years from now, somebody will look at this painting and know you were having a fantastic day, and on this day, you experienced the joy of painting. Happy painting, and God bless, my friend.